Morning. Posting here from my home office, which is in my living room in my home in Omaha, Nebraska, the home of Warren Buffett. And I think it's kind of funny that the mentor who I am getting a lot of advice from is Ty Lopez. He says he's not a mentor, but I mean, of all the people that have told me through my life, you got to read books. I guess it finally clicked when I heard this guy in a Lamborghini reading books. So more on that later, but that's important. Okay, if you want to see something awesome, inspire yourself to read books, look up Lessons in a Lamborghini by Ty Lopez. Okay, because when we see the results of work, that is what motivates you to do something. And if you're trying to motivate somebody else to come along with you on your idea, if you believe in something, it's not enough to you can't convince somebody to change a behavior. Let's say when it comes to health, let's focus on health. You can't convince somebody to change their diet or their exercise routine if you're trying to get in their logical side, okay? And that brings us into what I wanted to post on today are these two books, okay? Dr. David Buss, Professor David Buss of the University of Texas at Austin. Okay, this is his textbook. This is the 4th edition, Evolutionary Psychology, the New Science of the Mind. Okay, so in this book is the evolution of desire. Okay, so on the face of it, okay, a textbook looks boring. It's about I don't know, psychology. Yeah, everyone took Psychology 101 in college. But did we actually read the book? Did it get into our heads? I was at the mentor conference with Ty, and I had these two books just kind of, I went to get the autograph of David Buss, and I was so busy the whole day. I didn't have time to go back to my room or anything. I was just like bombarded with information, trying to just get my mind packed with good stuff. So we're at dinner with Ty and his friend Alex at the end of the night, and like everyone's asking him questions. I asked him a question, and he beelined for this book. He's like, if you read this book and you get it in your brain, you will be a lot better off. There will be a lot of things that make sense. So I've been through it once. Didn't make all, I didn't get every word into it, or I didn't get every nugget out of it. But that's not the point of reading a book a day, like Ty says. If you read for 20 minutes a day, yeah, you're going to get something, okay? And something's better than nothing. So with this book, it goes through why do we do the things we do, okay? So if we take a step, if you're coming to watch me, getting some nuggets about how to take care of your body, how to fix some of the physical habits that you have with movement or with your health in some general respect, I'm taking a step back so that I can learn how our minds work and how we make decisions in general. Okay, this book has made me realize that we think that we understand why we do things the way we do based on a logical side, but there's a lot of examples in our life of when we do things that are illogical, and we know they're bad for us, or we know we have better information, but we still have some poor habits as a culture. So this book brings up a lot of topics in that. Now, I'm not a master in this book. I'm going to be reading it again, but here's my synopsis of it is: we are evolved to survive, number one. And survival does not coincide with our moment-to-moment or day-to-day happiness. Okay. And sometimes, if we don't realize that, we might be beating our head against the wall when it comes to trying to get the most out of our life right now. And what David Buss says, is that we are making decisions so that our genes can survive. Okay, that doesn't always make me happier. Okay, and in this book, he focuses specifically on mating behaviors. Why we choose certain mates and all of the dynamics of that. Okay, so I'm not an expert on dating, but I do have a happy relationship. But it's just interesting to know that these aspects that we have these concepts in, if this talks about love and how we make decisions to compete with people for that resource, or what the concept of love is, which David Buss says is based on the fact that it's adaptive. This concept of love that our culture talks about is based on a need to have attachment, to have help, because that helps us survive, okay, and propagate ourselves. So seemingly off topic for a physical therapist to talk about cognitive psychology and dating, but it sets the stage for why we make the decisions that we make. Why do we go for the those silly Krispy Kreme donuts that somebody brings into the office? Why is it so hard to resist? Or why don't we, after a long, hard day at the office, why can't we just go work out for an hour or 2 hours? Okay, even though we have this awesome goal to be a age group triathlete, or to run a 5K, it's all about energy and learning to feel our body's survival mechanisms. Okay, we can't fight them, but if we understand them, we can begin to not be a slave to the fight between our logical mind and these more primitive desires. So more on this, okay, and more sort of background on the direction of how can. So if we already know a lot of good information about health, okay, how to do a proper push-up, okay, how to run properly, how much to run, what to eat, all this stuff. Let's start to construct a why, okay? Why are we working so hard on our health, okay? Because I bet most of the people listening to this are not professional athletes, so you're not going to make your money, off of your body. However, all of us need our body to create an optimal environment for our mind. So if that interests you, stay tuned. Write me an email, gmheadley@gmail.com, and follow me on Twitter, The Body Listener. Everyone asks, what's a body listener? We will get into that, but it's like a horse whisperer, but for the body, perhaps. Anyway, get in touch and read these books: Evolution of Desire, Evolutionary Psychology, The New Science of the Mind. Thank you, David Buss, for signing my copy, and I'll talk to you soon. Have a great day.